here we're going to go over again how you make a histogram and a stem and leaf plot and a box plot. So these are the ages of presidents when they were inaugurated, and I put these in order. So the youngest age was 42 and the oldest age was 70. And on your exam is going to be a similar question, and they're going to have the start of the classes. So this should be really helpful because you just know you don't want to overlap. So I don't want to write 48 here. I want this age span to be 42 to 47. And then this age span will go up to 53 and 59 and 65. Now you might think you would go to 70 because that's our highest number, but you want to keep these consistent. And since these are all adding by 6, you actually go to 71. The boundaries is when you make these each a half a unit wider. So instead of 42 to 47, 41.5 to 47.5. Go ahead and hit pause and finish the rest of the boundaries and frequencies. That's just how many presidents are aged 42 to 47. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So that's where you write a 6. So go ahead and try to finish this. All right, check and see how you did with these frequencies. And then remember, relative frequency would just be the frequency divided by the total number. So there's a total of 44 presidents. So 6 divided by 44, and then you write those as decimals. We're asked to make a relative frequency histogram, so that's what tells us that this is our y-axis values. Okay, so when we make our x-axis, we're going to list these numbers, but remember you don't have to repeat. So we're going to write 41.5, 47.5. Now see how that repeats, so we're just going to jump to 53.5, 59.5, 65.5, and finally 71.5. And these, you guys can read that. These are ages, right? That's how old they were at inauguration. So over here, the label is F over N, and our highest number is 0.39. So I think it would make sense to do our label 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. Make sure when you draw your histogram, your bars are touching. So this first section from 41 to 47.5, they have a height of 0.14. So just kind of estimate that. From this section, our height is 0.23. Then 0.39, then 0.18, and then this is the lowest, 0.07. Probably even lower than that, but there we go. We could put presidents' ages up here. Okay, to make a stem and leaf plot, I'm going to actually draw it sideways, and you might want to do that too to make it fit. So your stem and your leaf, and we know that these numbers go from 42 up to 70, so I think it makes sense just to do, I'm going to run out of room. Actually, what I'm going to do, when you do this on your exam, it's not going to be this long, so you're going to be able to fit it. I'm just going to do the first part of it, and we'll just stop with that. So we would go 40s all the way up to 70s. The first president's 42, 43, 46. I'm just going to do ... The oldest age is 70. So you would have all these numbers. You do not need commas, but you are supposed to put a key, just letting your audience know 42 means 42 years old. For a box plot, you need 5 numbers. The 5-number summary is the minimum, the Q1, the median, the Q3, and the maximum. And you're going to need to do this on your exam and clearly label what those values are. The minimum and maximum is pretty easy, 42 and 70. To find the median, that's what you're going to want to find next, and it's going to be the middle of all these numbers. So there's 44 numbers, so 22 would be this, and 23 would be this. So our median is going to fall right here. And since it's in between 55s, it's just going to be 55. So our median is 55. Our quartile is, of these 22 numbers, it's the middle. So I'm going to count to 11. Here's 10, 11. So our Q1 is going to fall right in between 50 and 51. So that'd be 50.5. For Q3, here's 8, 9, 10, 11. So our Q3 is going to fall in between 58 and 60. So that would be 59 is our Q3. Okay, and I wrote that wrong earlier. 59. So when you make a box plot, you don't want to just write those 4 numbers. You need to do an evenly spaced graph. So 40, 50, 60, 70, and then estimate where these dots are. 42, Q1 is 50.5, then we have 55, then we have 59, and then we have a maximum of 70. So you put these 5 dots on your graph. You draw your box around the 3 with a line at the median, and then there are your whiskers. Make sure you review symbols for true mean, sample mean, true standard deviation, sample standard deviation, true slope, sample proportion. If you have questions, you could ask that in the Google Meet.